Connecting flights?
Yes.
This way, you drop my bags. You connecting, sir?
Yes.
All right, back this way.
Good morning,
Okay.
sir.
No bags, this way to the left.
Okay.
Relax. Catch the flight. You got one right behind you.
Well, now it's just a big negative.
Please see us before boarding. Thank you, and we'll start reboarding right about. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to United Flight 7 to Tokyo. Once again, flight number 7 to Tokyo through dormer E4. We will begin boarding at anything you need, such as medication. You also need to remove various humanities, e-cigarettes, or personal vaporizer from your bag, since those items are not permitted in the cargo hold. To expedite the boarding process, we will go by group numbers. We're going to start pre-boarding for the
Pagabot sa Japan. From flight lang pa kami ng India. Pwede naman yung pharmacy. Ha? Isin pa.
Visibility behalf of United, our Star Alliance network partners, especially the entire flight crew, would like to welcome you to Tokyo Narita International. Local time is 1:16. We're about 44 minutes ahead of scheduled arrival time. We will be taxiing for the next couple of minutes. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we come to a complete stop at the gate. Also request you keep all carry-on articles secured underneath the seat in front of you and out of the alleyway again until we arrive at the gate and the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please do exercise caution when you open the overhead bins, as contents have the tendency to shift during takeoffs and landing. Tokyo Narita is your first port of entry into Japan. You'll be going through immigrations and customs if you're staying in the country. The customer service representative will be meeting the flight to assist you should you have any questions or need assistance. It's been our pleasure serving you. We'd like to thank you for choosing United, and we'll look forward to serving you again in the near future or whenever your travel plans permit. Once again, thank you and have a very pleasant day.
Thanks. Thanks.
What's your step?
Arrival, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
검사 시에 세관 직원에게 제출해 주시기 바랍니다. 검사 시에 기억하지 않으시